Hello, everybody, and welcome to this module on how to package. So there's several modules in this whole packaging thing. We talked retainers versus packages. This is how to package. We've got one on creating your packages. We've got one on estimating, and we've got one on marketing. And so they all kind of play together. And I would recommend that you watch them in order. You're welcome to jump around, but I'm trying to, the way I teach, I like to start with A and then go to B, C, D. So my point is you're welcome to jump around, but realize I do these in a specific order. And also, I will be going through the housekeeping in this one. It's pretty much the same, so feel free to fast forward over that if you've not listened to that before, or you have listened to that before. So let's dive in. Um, as I mentioned, we'll do quick housekeeping. We're going to talk about why to package, how to package, and just give you some ideas. So really, this one is just to kind of give you the vision, if you will, for packaging and what you're going to need to know in order to do your packages and to kind of start getting the creative juices flowing. So a couple of things. For those of you who are brand new to Infusionsoft, this one's just kind of to really have you stop and think about, well, what things do I really want to know about Infusionsoft? Maybe you've heard of certain things that you want to learn. Maybe your clients have asked you to learn certain things. So this is just to invite you to think about what do you really want to focus on, because at the end of this, my goal is to have you to have some packages or a package at least. So start thinking in that terms. For those of you who already know Infusionsoft or have some knowledge in it, same thing. Just really be thinking about what you want to package as part of this program as well. So why package, how to package, and then ideas on what to package and a homework at the end. So as always, housekeeping, we have new modules released Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now there are multiple modules or sessions if you want in each one. I'm breaking them down into pieces. I used to do one big long one. So now I'm breaking them down to make it easier for you to find exactly what you're looking for. So I'm really trying to focus on breaking them down into topics. So they'll be released Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll let you know when they are released, both in the Facebook group as well as an email will go out to you. And my goal is to get them done, midday Tuesdays and Thursdays, release midday Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's my goal, but they will definitely be out on those Tuesdays and Thursdays. There is a schedule. You have access to that as well as the library, which has the recordings of resources, the homework, a link to the student-only Facebook group, the information to log into the Infusionsoft sandbox, and then any issues or questions, you can hit us up in Facebook on our private Facebook group, or you can send us an email, help@techiementor.com. And with that, let's go ahead and get started. So why package? We know we've gone through this, but the reason I keep bringing this up is because it's important to understand for your own benefit how to talk to clients about the benefit of moving to packages, or new clients, how you package and why it's a benefit to them. The biggest ones to them are that there's no surprises. They have a list of exactly what they're going to get, and it's a flat rate, right? It's not a sliding scale. This is how much it's going to cost. This is what you're going to get. This is when it's going to be delivered. It's a very clear, a detailed package. They know no surprises. And I think that's really the big one. For you, you get more freedom. You get paid up front. You get more consistent income. And then you don't really have to track hours or be tied to that timer or chase payments. So I really believe you can package any knowledge. So what you learn here, you can take and package any other knowledge that you have, which is the beauty of packaging. So how to package. It's a pretty simple steps, I should say. First of all, determine your skills and expertise. So since we're talking Infusionsoft, I want you to grab the resource called Skills and Expertise List, and I want you to just do a brain dump on that as part of this session, and this is also your homework, so you can wait to do it at that time if you want. And what I'm looking for you to do is brain dump your Infusionsoft knowledge, right? Because that's what we're talking about in this course. And so if you don't know Infusionsoft, you're like, Susan, I don't have any knowledge. Well, just make a list of what you want to learn. I mean, if you were going to ask me, well, what would be the best thing to learn? The email marketing piece is really the biggest one that I see most people need. So that's where I would really target your knowledge. Because you must quantify everything included in a package. So every package has a number, the number of emails you send, the number of tags that you add, the number of contacts that you add, the number of referral partners you add. Everything has a number attached to it. That's how you package. You don't just put together a package and say you're going to get, you know, email newsletters and a template. Right? Well, what if I send out this month, I send out 5 email newsletters, and next month I send out 10? I'm paying you the same price for 5 or 10. That doesn't seem fair. So you have to quantify everything, and only package what you know how to do. I just realized my little question mark guys hovering over that. So only package what you know how to do, and then create a la carte items. And a la carte items are the one-off. So think of a menu when you go to a restaurant. They'll have their meals, right? And then they have an a la carte menu if you want something additional to that. It's the same concept when you package. You want to create additional one-offs. So if you have a package that includes 4 e-zine broadcasts, you would create an a la carte item for one additional at a specific price, $15, $25, whatever. And that way, if a client had more than what was in your package, it's very easy for you to customize it because you already have the pricing. So it's, think of a la carte menu at a restaurant. It's the same idea. You must quantify. You have to specify the number of whatever in your package. So as you can see, I say up to 5, up to 3, up to 10. If you don't quantify, then you're going to over or undercharge. Either someone's losing. Either you're not making enough money or you're overcharging your client, which is not a good thing either way. So make sure that you quantify everything in a package. And I always say up to, which means it's 5 or less, or 3 or less, or 10 or less. That way there's no nickel and diming. Well, I only sent out 4 this month. Well, it's up to 5. That's what you're paying me for. So be very clear on packages. So packages are, in my opinion, not something you can just throw together. You really need to take your time and think through this, which is part of this exercise. So you need to know what it takes to complete the package. So again, if you're not really clear on what to package at this point, that's okay. The beauty is that you can come back to these after the course is over and listen to this stuff again. And that's what I recommend that you do. I recommend that once we've gone through the program and learned all the things we're going to learn in Infusionsoft, that you come back and that you watch these again, because you're going to have more ideas. Even if you do packages now, highly recommend that you come back through these videos again. You need to know every task it takes. If you're going to send out an e-zine broadcast, it's just not send out an e-zine broadcast. There's all these things you have to do. You need to know what those are. You need to know how long it takes. And you only package what you've done at least 3 times yourself, not somebody else, yourself. Why? Because you're doing the work, right? You're the one who's going to have to figure out how long it takes you to get it done, because we all work at different speeds. We all have different expertise. So make sure that you've done it 3 times at least. And you need a task management system to track the information that you need to package. So get one. Go out and Google task management systems and find one. There's tons of free ones. There's tons that, if there's not free, they have a 30-day trial. Some of the ones off the top of my head, Teamwork is what I use, but there's Asana, there's Trello, there's 17 Hats, there's Zoho. There's just tons of them. And find one that works for you. Don't use one because someone told you to. Find one that works for you, because if you fight with your task management system, you'll never use it. And you need to use it in order to do your package. And so you're going to track your task, so all the tasks in your package and the time it takes to get them done. And that way you can kind of pick and choose. And as I said, a la carte is so important. This is from your one-off. So if you have a package of 4 e-zines and somebody needs 6, then you would say, okay, for each additional e-zine out of this package, it would cost you $15. So it would be $30 additional from this package. Or it would be, I need an additional product. Well, it's $15. And these are I'm just giving you numbers here. Or you can get one additional tag. I want you to think outside the box here. When you put together a package, you need to quantify it, and then you need to break each piece down into little pieces. So how much would it cost for an e-zine? How much would it cost for an affiliate? A referral partner? How much would it cost for a package or a product? How much would you charge for a tag? How much would you charge for an order form? How much would you charge for a web form? So I want you to think about them individually, because you need to price those out too. So when your client comes to you and you need to customize it, you have the ability to do that and you're not kind of second guessing yourself. Okay. As I said, must use a task management system. You can create multiple packages for the same thing. And I recommend that you do, because that way your clients have a choice. They can go with the silver versus the gold versus the platinum. What's the difference? They all offer something different. Obviously, the platinum is going to be more expensive than the gold because it has more goodies, as well as the gold's more cost more than the silver because of the same reason. And that's will help you also create custom packages. You need to be willing to create a custom package because not everybody's going to fit into the mold. And if you a la carte your items, you price them individually, then you'll be able to easily customize your packages for clients. And that way you're not turning away business, because nobody likes to do that. So here's the steps. Okay, now review your skills and expertise list. Now I have select a group of tasks you enjoy doing. So you're going to learn a lot in this program. So I really recommend on packaging the ones that you like to do. So if you absolutely hate doing the products, then don't package that. If you really hate doing the CRM, don't package that. Create a name, detail what's included. You need to estimate your time, cost, and schedule. Now that's another, that's the estimating webinar you're going to want to watch, which is going to help you with your price. Add any extras. So if you have any extras, like you do training or you do something like that, you want to add those. If you have any guarantees on your packages, be careful when you do guarantees because you only want to guarantee what you can control. And then add it to your website or sales page and then start marketing it. I mean, so this is basically the steps that you need when you do a package. One of the things I see I need to add in here is you need to make sure that you create your a la carte items. So I'm going to add that real quick. But this kind of gives you an idea of what you need to do. So here's some ideas for packages. Okay, we've already kind of talked through the management and support, set up our implementation, custom. I'm going to give you a whole nother set of sample projects when we're talking about how to create your own products, I keep saying products, packages. Once again, you always want to make sure you include your package details. So what's included? Planning sessions. Now I talk about this more in the next one, but I want to touch on it here. Planning sessions are important. Every package you sell, you should include a planning session. And what does this allow you to do is to talk to the clients to find out exactly what their needs are, because every need is different. For instance, if you're doing an easing package, you need to know what day of the week they send out their easing, what time, what tags do they go to? Do they have a template already? Is it something that's posted on social media? What day do they get the information to you? I mean, so there's all these questions that you have to ask them. So you need to have a planning session for everything you do. Otherwise, you're going back and forth in email or back and forth on the phone, which is a waste of time. Part of your package is once you kick off your package, right? You sell a package, the first thing you do is you schedule that planning session. So you can meet with them to find out more about what they need. Create your a la carte items and then your prices and make sure you have your deadlines. So all of this stuff is part of your package. So what I want you to do right now is just ask yourself, how are your Infusionsoft skills? And if you're brand new, it's okay. But I know there are a lot of people in this course that have Infusionsoft skills, so I want them to take stock of those. What are you comfortable doing? I mean, you may know a little bit about everything in Infusionsoft, that's fine too, but there might be something you're really comfortable with. Do you know how long it takes to do said task? If not, that's something that you're going to want to start doing. I really recommend starting small when it comes to packages. Start with one simple one, like an easing package, and go from there. And as you increase your skills, you can start adding to your packages and your pricing. So you can start small and get larger as you get more comfortable with packaging up everything that you do. So in order to package, you're going to need to have a solid knowledge of whatever it is you're packaging. If you're packaging up easings, then you need to have a solid knowledge of that. If you're packaging up products, then you need to do that. If you're packaging up CRM, you need to do that. You need to be very clear and knowledgeable on what you're packaging. Remember, you need to at least done it 3 times. Make sure everything is included. You can also include what's not if you have multiple packages. You need to have a contract for each package you offer. Package contracts are different than your everyday retainer contracts because there's different verbiages in there, right? The contract for a package is specific to the package. Needs to make sure the price is clear, and you need to quantify everything. Now, sometimes you have to quantify hours instead of task, which we'll talk about in the next one. So just realize there's always a number attached to everything that you do. And just some quick best practices. They're paid in full up front. Or you can do 50-50 if you want to. Your business, your choice. You must have a separate contract, and you have to have a contract for packages. Don't do business without a contract. It's safe. It's a guarantee, not a guarantee. It's security for both you and your client. Don't start work until you've received your payment and your contracts signed. If your client wants additional information outside of the package, make sure that you update your cost and deadlines. So if they signed a contract that's very specific on how much they paid you and when it's going to be done, and they change that, make sure you do an addendum to your contract. Get it in writing. Everything must be in writing. Don't do anything verbally when it comes to packages because of the amount of information that's in your package. Okay, so homework. Use the skills and expertise document to brain dump all of your skills. If you're just starting out, just make a list of what you're hoping to learn, what you're looking forward to learning, because remember, this exercise you're going to repeat at the end. And then review the package step document, which just tells you exactly what you need to do packages. Remember, the beauty to this is that you can use this with any expertise if you follow the same formula. Okay? So we looked at why package, how to package, gave you some package ideas, gave you some best tips and tricks, and I gave you your homework. If you need any help, you know you can find us on Facebook, on our private Facebook group, or you can send us an email, help@techiementor.com. And I just want to say a big thank you. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, which we're going to talk about how to create your packages. Remember, we've also got one on estimating and also one on marketing. See you then. Bye.